is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the AL Championship Series between the New York Yankees and the Seattle Mariners. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Seattle Mariners.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. He's got 6 RBIs in this series already, so obviously he's had a huge impact on the last few games. Now they're hoping for more of the same from him, and as someone watching this game, so am I.
James Paxton gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, his last outing, Matt, he pitched into the 6th inning, but he just couldn't get out of it. Ran out of gas. I think early on he's strong in games, but in this particular ball game, what am I looking for? Can he get past the 6th and maybe carry this game through and get a W? Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Mariners. And yes, they move players all over the field. They love to shift heavily into the analytics and really apply it to their club. You'll see guys moving all over the field today.
Now this ball popped up. Playable, however, behind the plate for Zunino. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Second, shortstop, Ray Turner.
One and one, here it comes. Curveball that time, not even close. And to be on the beach in Hawaii tonight. 43 degrees at first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A high fastball is in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
And that's the beauty of having a guy in the 2-hole like him. He's almost like another leadoff hitter, working a walk with just 1 out, and I think there's a good chance that he's going to be on the move at some point.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in there. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
Into the box now, Paul Goldschmidt. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Yankees. It's the Yankees nothing. Mariners coming to bat. Back after this on MLB Network. With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners starting lineup. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Harold?
I think the key to this game, Matt, is working the count. I mean, you've got a guy that's really dominant on the mound, right? So you got to work his pitch count. And if you work the pitch count, now all of a sudden you might get into that bullpen. If they get in the bullpen, they're going to win this game.
Oral Hershiser will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Harold, what do you got?
Matt, last game he got the win. He pitched deep in the game. I'll tell you what, he's got double-digit strikeouts. He's got strikeout stuff, and I look for him again to have a high number of strikeouts. All right, here's how the Yanks line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And down there at first base, Paul Goldschmidt. The thing I like about him, he catches everything. That's why he won a Gold Glove before. Throw it his direction, he's a big target, stands about 6'4", he's wide, he'll make the play for you. He's a great guy to throw to, and he can also make the plays on his own.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. And he will smartly swipe that ball away in foul territory, so we likely won't see the bunt again now with 2 strikes. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
In now, Will Clark. And this is fouled back and out of play. One out, nobody on. This is hit the other way out toward left field. On the move is Pollard. 2 gone. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the National League Championship Series, as they've got a good one brewing over there as well. Stepping in, Ken Griffey Jr. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Harper looks up, and it's gone. Solo shot that time from Ken Griffey Jr. His first homer so far in the series as the Mariners take a 1-0 lead.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Into the box, Edgar Martinez. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Lays off 2-2 now. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Well, as you know, Matt, most people in the game call him Patty. In the past, I've seen a couple pitchers wonder where they miss, but he usually rewards them for making good pitches.
Just got a piece up the line. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here's the 3-1. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Hershiser sets. Here it comes on 3-2. Ground ball left side. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, you went right after him with a 3-2 fastball. That's what you're going to do with guys that are struggling. This time, he just beat you.
Second baseman, Robinson Cano.
So 2 on with 2 away, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. Two down, runners at first and second. And this is fouled at the plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And a good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Gordon is up with it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. But the Mariners draw first blood here on the solo home run. We'll head to the top of the second, and the M's are off to an early 1-0 lead. Inning is over. None left for Seattle, but they're up 1-0. So digging in now, Bryce Harper. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This is line to left, and this inning starts with a solid base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the fourth.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
Into the box now, A.J. Pollock. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch. Clearly looking for a fastball.
And this will be fouled away. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. This ball will be chopped foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Good take right there. He's given him a great battle with guys in scoring position. We'll see who's going to win this duel.
The 2-2 pitch. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through into center field. Base hit. In to score, the runner from third. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, you scrap and you fight. You try to get back in it. You're down 1 in the middle innings, and you come up with a big 2 RBI base hit. Now let's see if they continue to add on and maybe pull away in this game.
In now, Martin Prado. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Tagged by Cano, and he is out at second base.
That very well could have been a hit-run play, but that pitch was so far out of the zone, it really made it hard for the hitter to make any contact. Kind of left his teammate hung out to dry.
On a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone. So with 2 gone here in the fourth, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. Here's Marcell Ozuna, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Grounder down the line at third, and that's through for a hit.
Well, we've always known this guy was a good hitter. You knew he was going to come out of it eventually. Here's another multi-hit game. It's not one hit that gets you out of it, but the multi-hit game. Maybe this is the signs of things to come.
Stepping in now, D. Gordon. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Pitch is away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Cano has it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Yankees 2 and the Mariners 1. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Yankees are out in front, 2-1. Matt Vasgersian back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, and starting out the inning, it'll be the exciting speedster Trey Turner. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2 on the ground to third. And he is going to get him at first base. And my goodness, that was a highlight reel effort.
Number 27, Mike Trout.
Ready for another shot now. Mike Trout, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 2-1 on its way. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. Trying to send him packing for the second time. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Martin looking up. Gone! It's a solo home run here for Mike Trout. His 3rd home run of this series, and it gives the Yankees a 3-1 lead.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Stepping in now, Paul Goldschmidt. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard but foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Down the third baseline. On to first, and there are 2 down.
The right fielder, number 34, Bryce Harper.
Digging in once again, Bryce Harper. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Shot fouled over towards the coaching box. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. Middle of the night from Safeco. It's now 3-1 Yanks. Welcome back to Safeco Field here in Seattle. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Steve Cishek is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 31, Steve Cishek.
Ready for another shot now, Marcell Ozuna. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. set. Here's the 3-1. On the ground up the middle. That's through. Another base hit for him. He's 3 for 3. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning.
3 for 3 on the night. He's feeling good right now. You know, I watched him hit earlier in batting practice. He looked terrific. He just carried that over to the game.
Into the box, D. Gordon. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Let's go, Mariners!
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball right side. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
Well, going to the pen, this is not what they wanted. He comes up, he gives up one hit, now another back-to-back base hits. I'm curious what's going through the mind of the manager right now as he's looking at his bullpen.
Striding in once again, Trey Turner. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far.
Right here! Look at it, guys! Double him up right here!
The 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Set to deliver on 2-1 to 2-2 now.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Into the box now, Mike Trout. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. First and second now, 1 man out. There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. Ozuna rounds the corner and is headed home. In to score the runner from second.
Well, that's a big base hit right there. Now you got a 3-run lead. You always play to beat that bloop and that blast that can hurt you late in the game. And now they've got that cushion.
Mark Zepchinski takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Mark Zepchinski.
Stepping in now, Paul Goldschmidt.
I got 2-1.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. 3-2 now. Trouble waiting on deck as Bryce Harper hits next. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Hey, these guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Digging in once again, Bryce Harper. His prior history versus this arm, a perfect 2 for 2. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. Hit out towards second. There's Cano. Segura for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Yankees forced to settle for 1. Get up and stretch now here in the Great Northwest. The Yankees lead it 4-1. Ready to start the 9th as we get a stunning shot there of the Seattle skyline on a great night for baseball. Here's D. Gordon now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Some managers treat the postseason as a time to be aggressive, and that's exactly the case here. They had the speed burner on the move, and it worked out nicely for him. Just got to drive him in now.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
In now, Mike Trout. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Coming to the plate now, Paul Goldschmidt. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
Here's Bryce Harper now, and with every base occupied, a big hit here could really put this one out of reach. Has to challenge him now. Here's the pitch. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Griffey waits on it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. So add 1 more on the sac fly, as that'll make this a 5-1 game.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple.
left fielder,
Got it
number
into the
11,
outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Standing in, A.J. Pollard. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. 2 down, runners at first and second. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1 and 2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Yankees forced to settle for 1. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9.
That ball, as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Danny Farquhar will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game. Stepping in now, Gene Segura. Hard hit ball to second, and he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is that they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.